Hey folks, happy Monday. Weekend's over. This is Michael on the graveyard shift in the wee hours of the night with your daily trivia question yet once again. And welcome to August. A brand new month, a brand new week, brand new opportunities. Off we go. And so the answer to the previous trivia question was none other than Mr. Jimmy Hoffa, the head of the Teamsters Union. This is one of those real life kind of mafia type of mysteries that actually happened. It's a really neat piece of American history that it never got solved. So Jimmy Hoffa served as the president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. This was a union that represented truckers primarily, and he led this organization from 1957 to 1971. With his union activities, he quickly earned the reputation as a tough bargainer, and his efforts would help make the Teamsters at its peak the largest labor union in the United States. His efforts would also make him one of the most controversial labor organizers of his time, without question. Hoffa was well known to have associated with organized crime figures, and even though this was the case, he managed to dodge multiple prosecution attempts until 1967, when it all finally caught up with him, and he received a conviction for all kinds of rather serious charges. And these were serious. This was like wiretapping, tampering with witnesses. Resonated and tied into mafia stuff for sure. He refused to step down as the Teamsters president while he went to prison, and he was eventually commuted in 1971 by President Nixon. However, in order for the commute to stand and be legitimate, this was under the stipulation that he would resign his position and have no further union activity. Now, here my question is, seriously, folks, really, did you not think for 1 minute that he was not going to, comply with those terms and not try and get back into, union activity? This is all this man has ever known. So that's something that struck me as a red flag, when Nixon threw that stipulation in there to commute his sentence. But anyways, it was during this time when he got out of prison that he began to covertly attempt, sure enough, to regain his status as a union leader and tap back into the Teamsters organization. This did not make the so-called powers that be on the mafia side of things, as well as the union side of things, happy by any means, and he would eventually become quite the target. It didn't take long for this to culminate into this very mysterious disappearance after an alleged meeting with both union and mafia members at a restaurant in Michigan. He essentially vanished in 1975, and he has never been found. It's one of those great, great mysteries. There has always been wide agreement among law enforcement historians and basically everyone on the face of the planet that his disappearance was the result of a good old-fashioned mafia hit. Everything pretty much finally caught up with him, and he got taken down by the mobsters. There's also been just as many conspiracy theories as to his exact whereabouts of his body. To include one of the more famous ones is that he was buried under the old Giant Stadium. That's probably the most popular. And then there's running legends where he was cut up into pieces and he was shredded in a meat grinder and all kinds of stuff. These conspiracy theories continue to this day, to include July even of this year. This last month, since it's August, the last month of this year, the FBI were still following leads, looking into so-called leads as to his whereabouts of his body, to which they usually issue the same all-encompassing statement, which usually reads something to the effect of, "Nothing of evidentiary value was discovered on this hot lead." Looking for Jimmy Hoffa's body. A couple of cool geek factoids about Jimmy Hoffa and his life as the Teamsters Union and his famous disappearance. Hoffa's son, James, went on to hold the very same position as his father up until earlier this year, actually, and he is very much still alive today. Jimmy Hoffa's life and mysterious disappearance has been portrayed in too many films and stories and books to mention. I couldn't possibly list them all. Most notably, however, is a 1992 film starring Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito. Pretty cool movie. I think Danny DeVito actually directed that. And a 2019 film called The Irishman starring Al Pacino. Many people don't know that's the story actually of Jimmy Hoffa. Al Pacino plays Jimmy Hoffa, and he was nominated for an Academy Award for that performance. Check both of those out if you get a chance to. Hoffa was actually officially declared dead in 1982 because he had been missing for so long. But the mystery still remains. Have you guys seen Jimmy Hoffa? I heard he works at Starbucks with Elvis Presley, but that's just a rumor I've heard. All right, folks, let's get this brand new week and this brand new month started right now with a brand new trivia question for August 1st. On this day in 1981, this goes on the air for the first time, which would quickly go on to become a massive, influential source of pop culture and entertainment in the United States and other parts of the world. A VJ introduced it by playing this song. Good luck, folks. Have an incredible week. Thanks for all you do. I'll see y'all next time. Be safe. Peace out.